Hi everyone, and welcome back to Leona's Kitchen. It's Sunday. Even though I put these videos out on Wednesday, I am making something that I can put in the crock pot for today. That's going to be one of two recipes. So the first recipe I am making today is vegetable bean soup, and it's easy and it's vegetarian. Here we go. We're going to begin with 3 cans of vegetable broth. And let's turn the crock pot on to high. Here we go. Next, 2 cups of diced potatoes with the skins on. Here they are, already done. Two cups of sliced leeks, whites only, and 1 cup of shredded or diced cabbage. So here are the leeks, and here is the cabbage. As you can see, this is going to be very tasty and very good for your health, especially now it's autumn and the weather is kind of cuckoo. It's cold one day, warm the next. 1 medium onion, rough chopped. 1 14.5-ounce can of diced tomatoes. I used organic with no salt added, but you can use whatever you have in your pantry. And not drained. 1 cup of diced carrots. Now this is what I had left in the bag, so it's a little more than 1 cup, but I wanted to use them all up. It's good to clean out your refrigerator once in a while. 1 cup of celery, sliced. This recipe also calls for 3 cloves of garlic. I have 3 and a tiny small one just to use up. And I don't feel like slicing it. I'm going to be lazy and use the minced. Oh well. It's a lot easier, and you don't have to really touch the garlic. See, that wasn't much more. All right, that's done. Now I have some rosemary fresh from the garden, salt and pepper. I'm going to add that in now. Okay. And I'm going to give it a stir. We're going to add everything but the beans, which are just white beans, and I'm going to drain, and then we'll add those on sort of about 30 minutes before we're done cooking, because otherwise they'll just be mushy. All right, now we're going to cover and cook on high for about 8 hours. I'll say 7.5 hours, and then throw the beans in. All right, and then we will make our next recipe, which comes from this book. It's 1,000 vegetarian recipes. I've used this book a ton of times. I bought it about 6 years ago when I was vegetarian / vegan. I liked it. It wasn't the best, I don't want to say diet or lifestyle for me. I really need my protein. So, but I still love a lot of the recipes in here, and I try to make sure I have my protein along with lots of vegetables to fill up my plate and try to stay away from carbs. But this one has carbs, and it's herb focaccia. And we're going to use fresh herbs that I just cut from my garden, including some beautiful fresh rosemary and some beautiful oregano. I will have to use some dried thyme because my thyme didn't make it this summer. So anyway, herb focaccia is next. So stay tuned. Welcome back to Leona's Kitchen. We are making herb focaccia to go with our delicious vegetable bean soup. All right, let's start with 3.5 cups of flour. we will add our packet of active dry yeast. Jim is over there working too. So he's the one making all the noise, background noise. Shh, Jim, be quiet. I'm trying to work here. Now we're going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And 1/2 teaspoon of sugar. There we go. All right, now that we've added all these ingredients, we're going to mix them together and then we're going to make a well. So I'll just use my hand. Again, this is the bowl you should have. This is the bowl for everything, especially making bread. You want a nice big bowl. Okay, I've made a well in the center. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, there you go. And now I have heated up some water. And we're going to add 1¼ cup of warm water to the mixture. So we're going to gradually stir in the water, and then we're going to add the olive oil. I'll just save a little bit of water. Now, I was supposed to use white flour, but I had this whole wheat flour that I bought a while ago and I've been using for all of my recipes, and I'm not quite done with it yet. But the next time I go shopping, I'll definitely buy myself the white flour. It's not that I don't like whole wheat. It's just that that's what I bought. I didn't buy it by accident. It was that I like the Bob Mills flour, and that's all they had where I was. So I bought it because I wanted it. And now you want to add 2 tablespoons of oil, not 3. Okay. Now I'm going to roll up my sleeves. Looking a little dry here on the edges, so I am going to add it. There we go. All right, now we want to turn it out on a lightly floured surface here, which has been prepped with some flour. Oh, I spilled a little oil there. My mistake. Here we go. All right. Now we're going to transfer it back to the bowl because we've worked it. And I have with me here these herbs. Now this is dried thyme because that's what I had. I didn't have it in the garden. Fresh rosemary and fresh oregano, which you can see obviously, prepared it. And we're going to, it says about 3 or 4 tablespoons, and we're going to add that and we're going to work it in. So in the past, I just used like a container of herbs de Provence. So you use whatever you have. If you have fresh herbs, use them. If you have dried herbs, you can use them. Or in my case, I've used a mixture of herbs, dried and fresh. So we're going to work these herbs in. My hair is in my mouth. Oh, there we go. Hopefully I don't have any on my face. We're going to work these in for about 10 minutes, and then I'll be back. And then we're going to wash the bowl, and we are going to do the next step. All right, it's been about 10 minutes. I'm going to take this out for a moment and wash the bowl. Let this dough sit here for a second. Okay, I have taken the time to wash the bowl. I'm going to add basically a 1/2 or 1 tablespoon of oil to it, and then grease the bowl like so. Okay, and then we're going to add the beautiful dough. to it. Then it wants you to flip the dough over so that the oil has gotten all over it. All right, so now I'm going to turn the dough over. So now it's gotten, okay, it's in a ball. And now we're going to cover it and let it double in size. So my guess is that it would probably take anywhere between 30 to an hour and 15, depending on how warm the spot is. So we're going to cover the bowl and we're going to let it rise. And we get a break. I can do laundry. Yay. I can vacuum. Yay. I can have lunch. That's a good thing. All right. So we'll be back shortly. Okay. So it's just resting, trying to double in size. Now I have a cookie sheet and I'm going to sprinkle some polenta or cornmeal on a pan. Can't see that. I'm just going to put it here, I guess. All right, we're going to turn it out. Boop. We're going to knead it lightly. And we're going to put the bowl back on top of it and let it sit for about 10 minutes. Okay, it's been about 10 minutes. There it is. Oh, it looks good. Now we're going to, oh, it's so nice. That's a good baby. All right, we're going to roll it out. Oops. Oops. All right. Okay, here's the cookie sheet that we had prepared earlier. I'm going to take the nice rolled out dough. Yeah, oops, it's a little, I was off just a smidge, but that's okay. Squeeze it in. There we go. Looks good. Okay, now I'm going to cover again with the cloth, and it's going to rest or rise for another 15 minutes. Okay, bottom. It's been 15 minutes. Here we are. Looks pretty good. Now, you're supposed to use an oily finger and make indents in the focaccia bread. So that's one way. Or I could pour oil on it and then do it. So, I mean, whatever. I might just do it this way. I know that's really not the way you're supposed to, but I'm going to probably, this is a little cheating. Here's my brusher. You have to put oil on it anyway, so. And again, mine is probably a little bit darker than it would normally be because I am using whole wheat. Mine looks funny. I'm really poking it. Anyway, that's fun. I went a little overboard with the poking. All right. I'm going to wash my hands. I went a little crazy. And now, some coarse salt. Oh, I forgot to preheat the oven. 450 degrees, 450 degrees. We need to preheat the oven to 450 degrees. Well, here we go. All right, 15 minutes. Can't wait. Yum. Ooh, too hot. My glasses are totally fogged. I think it's ready. Because that's the sound you want to hear. Sorry, the washing machine's on. All right, I think it's done. It's good. Salt and butter make it better. Oh, I can get the. I got the.
Let's get an extreme close up.
It's really good. I can taste the herbs. The salt on top is nice because I did a little salt on top. I put some oil to dip it in.
Yeah, true.
Okay, Jim, it's your turn.
All right. It smells delicious. It's good. Very tasty. And I know it's a healthy choice.
Yes, it is a very healthy choice. Dunk the bread in. Yeah, there you go. Oh, okay. All right. Well, signing off. Another successful Leona's Kitchen.
Bon appetit.
Okay, Julia.